All right, so today I want to do a video talking about my favorite modifications for a travel trailer to just make the camping experience a little bit easier and a little bit more organized and just making things a little bit better for camping. Let's do this. Well, first thing, what is the first mod you have to have for a trailer? A weight distribution hitch. This is a all new technology for, in the last basically 12 months, B&W came out with a new hitch. And this is called, I think how you say it the correct way is continuum. And this is a very interesting technology. And so here's your shank that connects into the back of the truck. And what's cool about this technology is a few things with this hitch. Number one, see those pins right there? They pull out of the shank. So your shank, you don't need any tools, torque wrenches, anything to adjust for a different vehicle. In your case, if maybe you have multiple tow vehicles like we do, it's kind of nice to have the ability to change the shank position. But how this connects to this kind of interesting technology here, these are almost like carbon fiber or composite leaf springs. There's a hydraulic arm that you put pressure in up here, and basically how this works is instead of having your steel arms, instead of having the steel arms that go down the side of the trailer, this arm basically acts as this, and it's fully adjustable. And what's cool is you can change the amount of weight distribution literally by twisting this dial or hitting that pump, which is kind of cool. And it's lightweight. I mean, this thing, I'm gonna say is like 30, 40 pounds. There's hardly any weight to do that. So I'd say that's mod number one I really like. Now, next mod, and this is a simple one, but it is pretty nice. If you have a 30 amp or 50 amp trailer and you don't want to keep your big heavy extension cord that comes with the trailer, I just always keep my old beater cord, just a 110 volt, and then I get this adapter. This is a 50 amp 220 down to a 110. I'll put a link on all of these modifications for this trailer down below. This is cheap and it's nice because I don't have to pull my cable out for that. Third modification, pulling up to the campsite. Boom, this is awesome. If you haven't used a Level Mate Pro, I have to install this one yet, but I put this on the last few trailers. Also kind of cool, made in the USA. These are not very expensive. But what this thing does, this acts as a leveler to show your trailer if you're level or not. How this works is this connects to an app on your phone. You get a display on your phone. Here you go. You get a display on your phone and it will tell you, are you low in the front? Are you low side to side? And what's cool is you can be in the tow vehicle backing into your campsite. You're looking at your phone and you're like, hey, I need to go 2 inches on the left or up or down. And then you get like an Anderson leveling block and you've got your Level Mate Pro app telling you, hey, we need to go up 4 inches on the passenger side. You have your friend, if you got someone camping with you, have them go in the back and just throw an Anderson leveling block on each wheel, and then you can start seeing this raise up. So then you're watching your Level Mate Pro app as you're backing up, and you watch it go to zero, throw the chock in the other side, boom, your trailer is leveled. You haven't had to mess around with anything else. So I think the combination for the levelers and the Level Mate Pro make the camping experience really easy. Now, this to some people is not valuable, but this to save my butt, these things right here. The TST tire pressure monitoring system, this is the 507 force sensor. I've actually had two of these kits now, and I've been really impressed with it. Comes with a really nice display. Here's the display and what it looks like. You can actually turn it on just like this. It's gonna just start reading here in a second. So how the TST system works is it's picking up tire pressure from all four sensors. This system actually also has a repeater. What I like about this system, and I've had four different tire pressure monitoring systems now. I've had the TST, I've had the Lippert Tire Link, I've had two others from Amazon. This thing's like instantaneous. I've been in the tow vehicle and had literally an instantaneous, like it's letting me know either pressure's going up, which means you got a problem going there, or you're dropping air pressure. And I was able to catch a problem before there was a problem. One time was a nail in a tire. Another was I was having a hub issue, and the hub was getting hot and it was transferring heat through the rim, and it picked up the heat. And so I was able to catch an issue with a hub one time and a tire another issue. For the money, safety going down the road, I think a tire pressure monitoring system is absolutely worth having, especially if one of these tires blow. The amount of damage and destruction they do to your trailer, let alone a ruined weekend, it's worth it. Another modification I like to get right there, I just installed the Furrion, I think it's called the Furrion Fusion S. This is the 7-inch display. I have now tried 4 different backup cameras. I've tried the Halo View. I've tried 2 different brands on Amazon. And then this has been my last one. I tried to delay getting this one, to be fair, for a long time because it's expensive. It's the most expensive one you can buy. But it's the only one I've found that consistently works when you're going down the road, where you don't get like the refresh rate on the lower cost ones just doesn't seem to work good, and the screen freezes up. Because when I'm going down the road, if I've got a bike rack on the rear, I'm wanting to see, how is my bikes? Are they in good shape? Plus, backing up, I want the thing having low latency. So I've been really impressed with that system. That's the only backup camera I can say at this point I would recommend. I'm sure there's other great ones, but that one has worked really well for me. Here's another thing. Some people use these, some people don't. I kind of like these Sidewinders by Camco. It allows the your sewer hoses to flow nicely. I think it's worth it, teach your own, but I do find that it works pretty good. I also do run the standard plastic levelers as well. Another thing I have back here, these are, I'll put a link to this down below too. These are wheel stabilizers. So these things go between your wheels as like an X-chock, and basically it's for extra stability. You put between your axles. When you set up your camp spot, this just gives you extra stability. I like those. I think for the money, they work pretty decent. Another mod. Sewer hose, extra. I've got one in here and one there. I've had them fail on me. I've been to campsites where I don't have enough. I always carry an extra spare now. Another one. I tried to bring you guys a really cool idea. It just didn't work, unfortunately, but I was trying to basically make my own little magnetic cap deal to save 14 bucks. I wanted to try it, see if it worked. I'd share it on the channel. It didn't work, unfortunately. You can kind of see how this thing's all janked up. But the magnetic Camco cap, which connects to your sewer hose, for 14 bucks, I think that's a great mod. I highly recommend that one as well. Heading into the trailer, the extra protection on these steps is worth getting. Keeps the dirt out of the trailer. These little mats, I'm going to include the link for these down below. It's like a silicone foam, kind of like little basic material. The nice thing is it catches dirt, it catches water. You can wash them, you can rinse them, or you can just drag them out, and it keeps the dirt out of the trailer. If you don't want to spend the money on the Lippert shade that goes up and down, this is a really cheap alternative. We found this works just fine for what we want to do. Paper towel holder. What I like about this paper towel holder, it's the one that kind of clicks. So the nice part is, when you throw this thing on here, you just it just pulls a little and it will rip just one off. It just doesn't unwind, especially when you're traveling and you're in motion. This won't unravel. I really like that option. If you don't have these little grates that go over your sink, these are awesome. It gives you extra space on the countertop. For drying rack, that's a really great option as well. Command hooks. Holy cow. Keys, everything. We got them all over the trailer. If you don't know about command hooks, I don't know where you've been, but I'm just kidding. But these things are really awesome. I highly recommend those as well. Racks. I'm going to include some of these racks down below so you can kind of see if you want these style. These are great little pantry bins. Storage up top when you're going down the road. How do you keep your glasses and cups and everything in place? We do the little mats down below with this little tray. They kind of stack really nicely, keep stuff from sliding around, doesn't scratch up stuff. We kind of like those. Those work pretty decent. Refrigerator. I'm a big fan of running these simple little basic thermometers, and it basically just tells you what's the condition of your refrigerator. You want to make sure your food's not getting hot. This little basic Camco egg holder works awesome. We've had these things fall out of the floor and everything, and they work awesome. That's a great little mod there. More storage bins. I'll put a link down below if you want this size of storage bin. These things work really great for holding kids' toys. Easy to grab, and they fit like perfect right underneath there. We've got another one of those mats in the kitchen just for water going over. That's a nice little feature as well. Here's a nice little bin for putting all your cleaning supplies. Trash bag. This is a nice little storage rack we found also for drying stuff at the end of the day. We've been pretty happy with that one. Little bit of organization for knives. This thing fits really perfect. Those are decent. Now I'm going to show you a mod that I was not aware of until this trailer. I just installed this. So if your trailer came with the basic little tiny fan in the bathroom, You can change out for a fantastic fan, Maxxair fan. There's like multiple awesome fan options to get more airflow through your trailer. But most of them require you to go on the roof, cut the caulk off, and install it from the top down. That is a pretty big job. Or you can go this route. This is a brand, I think it's Hengs, I think is the manufacturer. I'll include a link down below. I'll put a screenshot in here. But this plugs right in from the bottom. All you got to do is pull this beauty ring down. This all connects to the existing cover above. And then this is a huge upgrade for pulling air. It almost is as good as a Maxxair. I won't say it's as good, but it's 90% as good. And the cool part is, something like this is like $100, where some of those other options is like $200-300, and it's less work to install. And I don't know if you can see above, but I also run the Maxxair 2 vent above this because number one, you want the Maxxair 2 for higher flow of air through this. But there's another benefit to running Maxxair covers or the other brand covers over your existing bathroom or vents in the ceiling. If you're in a rainstorm and you want a little ventilation, you can do it without water coming in. If you're in a rainstorm and a tree branch or something falls on the roof, it's really nice to have that first line of defense cover to protect for having an issue of a branch falling and then water's coming directly right into your trailer. Whereas if you only had the one cover and it breaks, water's coming right in your trailer. Command hooks for putting your towels up. More command hooks, more command hooks. Here's another upgrade, the Lippert Spring Assist. This is just a kind of an extra little assist for opening your doors. You could go without this one, but it is a nice little option. The collapsible storage bins. These are nice because this is literally collapsible. It's really nice. Doesn't take up much room, but it does give you the extra storage when you need it, which is really nice. Okay, a King Wi-Fi extender. If you work remote or you need Wi-Fi capability and you've got something in a campground or you've even got something in your house, you just need more range, I can vouch and say this thing works incredible. Without my Wi-Fi extender, and I'm running a mesh network with 1200 meg download speeds at my house, in my trailer, which is not far from my house, I can only get about 20 megs of speed out here. As soon as I connect this, I can get over 150 megs in my trailer. It's almost 5 times improvement just in my trailer. We've done this in campgrounds and it works awesome. I think it's like $100, something like that. It's like $100, $125. I'll put a link down below of this as well, but I recommend this thing. It works great. There's better options. I'm sure you could spend more money, but I do want to recommend if someone's looking for a budget option, it's worked great for me and I've had it a few years now. So that's another great one. If you're looking for a low cost 2-inch receiver setup for bikes, we've put 4 bikes on here. Never had a problem. There's better options out there, but for the money, this is a really cheap option. What's nice is this pivots down too if you need to get into storage or whatever. I would recommend that. It's worked good for us. One of the last upgrades is this Progressive Industries. This is the EMS PT50X 50 amp surge protector. This thing is not cheap, but I can tell you right now, this thing saved my butt a few times. And I'll tell you a perfect example. On this model, it will show you the amperage draw from your trailer, as well as the voltage on each line. We've been at a campground before where I've seen one line's got 130 volts and the other's got 90. You run a trailer like that long period of time, you're gonna mess up your electrical system. And the campground didn't even know about this, and they were like actually really thankful that I had this because it actually showed them an issue they had. And what's nice is this kind of gives you a little extra protection, and if things get out of hand, it will actually just cut the power before it damages your trailer. So I think this is a really nice tool. It kind of shows you the different error codes. It's not cheap, but I think if you're gonna have a nice trailer and you want to protect it from an electrical issue, that's a really nice upgrade. Another thing that's kind of funny that I'll show you guys is if you look right here, this trailer actually has the Lippert tire link. And if you see above it, that's a repeater for the TST tire pressure monitoring system. I'm not running the tire link. I just took the wire from it to feed into the repeater. I don't like the tire link system. I had it on our last Grand Design, and you have to use your phone as the display, and it goes off an app on your phone. And if you don't have notifications set on, or if there's a delay from the system to your phone, you're not going to get notified of having a tire issue. I think it's garbage. I don't like it. I found that it wasn't giving me updates, and I just don't think it's a great system. And that's why I literally didn't even use the system that came on the trailer. I went right to the TST 507 because this is instantaneous. I trust it. I don't have to run an app on my phone. I have an individual display for it. So I'd recommend that over the TireLink system. I hope you found this video helpful. There's other mods that actually can make the camping experience much better. I just wanted to include some of the basic ones that I like to run on my trailers just for a little peace of mind, comfort, making it easier, and it's not super expensive. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.